Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Nowadays you might be hearing that people are using TypeScript instead of JavaScript. So there must be some reason, right? So in this video I will show you exactly what is the difference, and I will show you practically when you're writing the code how TypeScript is better than JavaScript and how it works. So let's begin. The first thing you need to understand is that JavaScript and TypeScript are not two separate languages. JavaScript is a dynamically typed, which means variables, functional parameters, and object properties can hold any type, and mismatches are only caught at the runtime. Whereas TypeScript is a type superset of JavaScript that adds optional static types checked at the compile time before the code even runs. So for automation testing, this means TypeScript can catch wrong test data, missing object properties, or misuse functions before a test suite even executes. So obviously it will save a time, reduce flakiness, and when we are talking about JavaScript, it's hard to debug the failures caused by the silent type errors. Now on my screen, we have two separate projects. On the left side, you will see a JavaScript code, and on the right side, we have a TypeScript. So this is a simple login function, and both takes username and password, and we are just printing those ones and calling that function. Now, as JavaScript is a dynamically typed, so we are just providing admin123 as a password, and same goes for the TypeScript. So if I run both, so both run without any errors. So let's run that JavaScript first and see what happens. So we see that admin123 got printed. Now similarly, let's run the TypeScript. So here again, everything is fine. Now when the problem will occur, that's what the TypeScript comes in. So here, if I provide username as true, so let me remove this line. So I'm changing the type, right? So true, and then I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here, if I save this one and run this one again, so seems like it's working fine. In ideal cases, the username and password are either alphabetics or the alphanumeric, right? So here you're not able to find what is the problem. Whereas here, as we are defining the static types, like this is a string, right? So this means that it cannot be anything else. So when I try the same line of code, copy from here and come here and paste this one, so you see that we are getting the error on the runtime, right? Just because of this static type definition, even without executing the code, right? You can see the difference clearly over here, right? Now, same goes for the test user object, and let's create the test user objects over here. So let me remove this line of code and say const user equals to bracket, and again I will say username is this one and password is this one. Now when we go here, so simply I will say let's create a function and let's name it as login, and this login will take user, and from the user basically we are getting the username and password, right? So, and let me complete this code over here and save this one. Now again, if I call this one here, you see that this is string and alphanumeric value. So if I run this one, save this one and run this one again, so that you see that the login and password got printed successfully, even if I change this value. And also, it's not about changing the value, what I can do is that I can go with now the incomplete test data. So incomplete test data means that, for example, removing this part from here. So this is incomplete data, right? Here. And save this one over here. And run this one again. So it says undefined, but it got executed, right? So here missing password goes unnoticed until we see that it's undefined over here. Whereas if I copy this code and let's go to the TypeScript side, and here instead of const, let's say type user, and let's provide this one, and instead of here let's define the static type. So username, for example, you want string, so I will say here string, and similarly I will go for this one. So here we are defining the static types over here, and instead of here you see that we have a function, right? But before function, as we have defined this one, so what we need to do is that let's define the user, and user is this one. Now both are strings over here, and now this function is using both of these, and we passing the user, right? So if I run this one, so it will print this one. But here, as both are strings, if I go and change this value to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you see that on the compile time, we got this error over here. So this is the benefit of using, TypeScript as compared to using the JavaScript, right? So it's a compile time error. So it got caught before we even executed this particular code, right? Same goes for any data-driven testing as well. So in terms of summarizing today's session, so mainly JavaScript is dynamically typed. So variables, function parameters, and object properties can hold any type, and mismatches are only caught when we execute, right? And wherever TypeScript is a type superset of JavaScript that adds static types that are checked at the compile time. So this is a compile time before even we have executed this one. So this is the main difference. That's why most of the automation testers are using the TypeScript instead of JavaScript, so that they got to know about these things on the compile time. They shouldn't be waiting for execution, and after that they go, oh, this is something called undefined, and they start debugging the stuff. So a lot of effort goes in debugging the stuff and fixing the things. So that's why, again, automation testers prefer TypeScript over the JavaScript.